Thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of a special Christmas RimWorld mini-series, Winter's Waystation. Episode 1, A Big Heart. Details about this series can be found in the description of this video. Alright, so let me explain what's going on here. I have a more extensive mod list than you all might be used to. So for YouTube, the mods will be spelled out in a screen capture image. And for you all, you can type !mods. The long and short of it is, and let me read the about. Winter's Waystation is a casual, Christmas-themed RimWorld mini-series. With the settings, Cassandra Classic, Strive to Survive, which is far easier than, my usual series, but this is casual. And Rich Explorer. Slightly modified, but not by much. The series is about Winter and his desire to build a waystation to help travelers as they trek across the boreal forest and tundra. He believes in Santa, and his faith in Santanism fills him with generosity, kindness, and warmth in a chilly climate of non-believers. This series will indeed air on YouTube. So here we have Winter. He is a lore keeper, Whitcomb Winter. He's a 41-year-old, very cheery, iron-willed, kind guy who's ready to spread, well, a little bit spread, Santanism. So the ideology command on Twitch, and this of course will be posted to YouTube as well, will cover all the things that you'll see in the ideology tab. So we're individualist proselytizers. We have the precept of essential charity, and research is slowed. Quite slowed. The roles here, Santa's big helper and Santa's little helper. And then the rituals. So we have a seasonal 7th of December Yuletide Christmas tree party. Some festivities and gifts for Santa. Our relics would be the eggnog chalice, Santa's list, and, well, just Rudolph. Rudolph the Flaming Personified Sword. We venerate caribou, as, one might be aware. If you're not aware, reindeer are just domesticated caribou. And, yeah. Santa fashions gifts to send down to the planet from low rim orbit. Each one is unique and precious artwork by its divine hand. Santa said to all the Santanists, "Go forth and spread my word to all corners of the universe." Though many adventurers moved against it, Santa prevented them easily, for it was the god of orbital gifts. Alright, here we are on the world tile here. Pretty populous, only a 30% render. And we live pretty far north, in a flat boreal plain with a dirt road and a river. Nothing special about that. This is a Rich Explorer start. So we have the typical Rich Explorer research already unlocked. And I do have mods in. So you'll see Dub's Bad Hygiene is in here. And then the other mods that I would say most significantly impact gameplay would be gastronomy, hospitality, and that's about it. The concept is to build a way station for travelers. So right at the start, I think I would like to ideally live by the water. I think that's going to be prettier, and it will allow us to power things up with water wheels, which would be great. But let me introduce you, before I even start that, to Winter, because I didn't really do that. I briefed over it. So he's an apprentice, oracle, and a lore keeper, and his favorite color is green, which I can't really wear because I would disappear. That's why Yoda and I are in red-themed clothing and not green-themed clothing, because when you have a green screen, it doesn't really work. So for Rich Explorer, you start off with a whole lot of stuff that we are going to want to pack up and bring where we want to finally settle. So finally settling, that's a bit of the thing. One way to analyze this would be to look at the fertility overlay, because we live in a very cold climate. In fact, it is only farmable for about a third of the year, which is one of the driving challenges, I would say. So we're going to want to move probably near this here, this nice farmland. And by the way, Kilgore and Matt, thank you for the gifted subs. And cheers. Happy holidays to you. Now, there is a bit of a problem living this close to the edge of the map, where you're a little bit more vulnerable, but because this is strive to survive and not losing is fun, which is so significantly harder, I should be okay. I should be. Famous last words, but we'll see. And Emmy, thank you as well, and welcome. So let's get winter up here. There doesn't seem to be any terrain problems. You know, there's not any marshy stuff in this area, so this area would be great. And Winter's a pretty good constructor, so he might be able to use some of the ruins up here to sort of slap together a decent domicile. So I'm going to set up a little stockpile where I can start hauling things. I'm going to load everything into caravan, and I'm going to try to load up as much as I can into the caravan, and then haul the rest. Basically, yeah, the caravan trick. So I think what I'm going to do is haul the components. ZB 2107 and Dakin, thank you for the bits, and welcome. And Roadhaze, thanks for gifted subs as well. I also wanted to mention that in the spirit of giving and in the spirit of this this little stream here, I am doing a game giveaway on Discord. So if you're interested, there's a lot of games to win that people have donated to the pot. So I'll be running the game giveaway later today. So you have a very limited time to take advantage of this, and I do suggest that you do. There's quite a lot of games donated by a lot of generous people, and, well, I think it would be, you know, if you want something to play this holiday season, think about enrolling in the game giveaway. There's no money for entry, and, you know, you don't have to pay or anything. You don't have to be a subscriber. Just join Discord, that's it. Very simple. 'Tis the season. Thank you, Raptor Talon. Cheers. So, winter here is obviously, when you're a solo survivor, you're missing a lot of core skills. So he really can't mine or shoot or tame animals. He can't really craft or make art. He's just a sociable guy that can build some stuff. That's all you really need. You know, it's a humble start. So we're gonna do as much as we can with what we've got. I think what I'm gonna try to do for role-playing sake is, because I want it to feel like a sort of a cozy waystation, I want to make the use of wood as much as I can, which I do realize is a massive flammability danger, right? A beginner's mistake in RimWorld obviously would be that they built large facilities in wood, and then they watch it all burn, and it's very sad and tragic. And that is a very typical first day on the Rim type experience. I know this, obviously, right? I know not to build in wood, but with that said, I'm going to probably do it anyway. I'll probably use fire breaks and other mechanisms to prevent fires from becoming catastrophic. But I just wanted to let you all know that this is a casual series. This is not min-maxing. This is not me trying to game the system or anything. This is just me trying to be charitable and kind to people that visit my little humble abode, my little waystation out on the Rim. So I probably have enough resources to start building. You know, I've done a few caravans, loaded myself up tip-top to the full. I think what I'm going to do is just, as a little mental reminder, label where I have stuff left. And if you want to take a look at the map real quick, because I actually haven't even looked at this map. This was a random map to me. I know, obviously, that there's an ancient danger in the middle, because that stood out like a sore thumb. But there is a ton of monuments up here. There is, yeah, we could obviously break these down for an enormous amount of cut stone. The anima tree, not that we are tribal, is up in the northeast with some uranium, I suppose. We do have this beautiful river running down the middle. And then this dirt road. This dirt road is going to open up trade opportunities to some of our neighbors. So let's look at the factions. I haven't even done that. And I also need to catch up with the activity feed here. But take a look at the factions real quick. We do have some Christmas-themed factions, but I can't really show you them until I go into the God mode. So let me go into the God mode for a second. We have Grilla's Gremlins, Krampus's Contraptions, and then Perta's Pirates, and Straggle, the Savage Tribe. These are all traditional evil spirits of Christmas. You all probably are most familiar with Krampus, but who knows. So we do have some thematically named enemy factions. Now, with that said, and the difficulty is really low, I have no idea if these factions are going to make a visit, but those are the only ones with custom factions. I am hoping to maybe align myself with all of those that I can align with. So, peace treaties with Kados and Bustgo. Man, Bustgo is not easy to say. So, all right, let's go ahead, cancel the caravan formation, and start setting us up a happy little shack. Oh, another thing to note is, yeah, we are Christian themed and then rustic. So we have sort of rustic Christian theme. So taking a look at where the plants are. Obviously this is going to be the farm. So what I want to do is I want to be designing sort of kitchens and guest rooms. You know, I want to be building lodgings, in other words. And to try to design and build as beautifully as possible. Of course, I am on the cusp of a marsh, so that's not exactly beautiful, but we'll have to make do. So I think I'm going to build off in this direction rather than this one, because in this one, obviously, there's a lot of water and there's a lot of, terrain that doesn't really support building very easily, not without a significant amount of moisture pumps. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up something very, very basic, something that is just the bare threshold to survive. So let me open up the fertility here, and I'm going to paint a little 9x9. Just the initial structure. I'm going to make sure that I don't overlap with the fertile zones. And Winter here does have some plant skill, so he's going to be able to cut down trees rather effectively, which is going to be useful when we, design our happy little home. So let's go ahead and do that. Winter, you can get started. Puppy treats. Oh, absolutely. Hey, dude. Let me catch up on all this. Gray Hermit, thank you for the bits. And Newfie, and Anonymous Andrew, Thomas Ross, thank you for the gifted subs. And Name A for the resub. Viper with the resub, and Laura the Noob with resub. Thank you, and welcome. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. You're staying safe, healthy. No carrots today, sadly. Just a peanut or two. Maybe I'll give him the carrots later. All right, before we lose light, I would like to cut down all the trees that are in my way. As it gets darker, of course, cutting down trees takes a little bit longer. And Biggest Nate, thank you for the bits. So we are going to need some recreation. We're going to need beds. We're going to need warm clothes. Warm clothes is a little bit trickier to deal with than the other requirements. So warm clothes might mean hunting. Now, of course, a little reminder, we cannot hunt caribou. They're venerated. Well, we're able physically to hunt caribou, but it would be very, very, very upsetting to do it. There is some buffalo. I did see a bear near me, which I've got to be cautious about because I am not really sure that Winter, a shooting skill of 4 or so, is going to be able to take on or defend against a bear. I might want to try to set up some deadfall traps as a way, a method of protecting myself of last resort. I'm also going to set up Yoda to hang out near the home zone. I don't want him being hunted by, okay, hold on. I've got my eye on you already. Oh my god. Okay, let's try to keep Yoda away from the Timberwolf. Hopefully I scared it off. You are not going to become wolf feed if I can help it. Am I going to have a caribou herd? I may or may not have a caribou herd, but what I can tell you is there is some mods in the series here that makes animal ranching worth it, I guess. The TLDR is there's mods that introduce things like eggnog. So if I could get horses, if I could get cattle, and you stay away. If I could get cattle and I could get chickens, you know, I could make myself some eggnog. All right, Mr. Yoda. Not you, buddy. He's not even listening to me. It doesn't matter. Go into Area 1. I don't really like this lurking wolf. I know you're not exactly safe, because, well, okay, now you're safe. Now you're inside. Terry, thank you for the follow. All right, I'm going to put a... Let's see, we're going to want a bed. We are going to want a torch lamp. I'll put that in the center for now. A table, a stool, and then some recreation, right? So a chess table and horseshoe pins. Maybe not blocking the stool interaction spot. Let me redesign this all together. I can pretend I'm playing chess with someone. There we go. Okay, we'll work on the bed first, because that's probably the most urgent. Or maybe the torch lamp, because it will make us craft faster. And Orange Chaos, thanks for the bits. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, go for some traps? Oh, I will be once everything else is set up nicely. Mr. Yoda here is going to want some sort of animal spot. I'm going to hook him up with just one of the generic animal spots for now, because... Oh, hi, Tusk. Or the butt of Tusk. But eventually we can set up a proper animal bed, because he is used to very comfortable animal beds. Right. We'll get some horseshoes, a table, and let's go ahead and haul the remainder of this wood and steel. So I'm going to do one more caravan here. Can that Timberwolf become Tusk? Well, I can't tame it, so unless it miraculously self-tames, probably not. What if I can get a Husky or something like that? You never know. Okay, there's a little bit of wood left, but that was the majority of it. I'm also going to need to start attending to my hygiene needs, because I do have the hygiene mod on. So that means getting a primitive well, although we live near a water source, that's less serious. But we're going to want a latrine and that kind of thing, because right now I'm defecating out in the open. Not really ideal. I'd also like to move some of the delicate stuff that I do not want decaying outside indoors, so I'm going to caravan that yet again. I don't need to be feeding the flora and fauna. And then he's going to wash up. Well, I guess I don't feed the flora ever. What was that fighting noise? I did hear the wolf killed something. Maybe? Oh god, there's two wolves. I don't feel comfortable with this at all. Well, first problem, we got some wolf infestations. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm obviously going to want to set up some deadfall traps. So I'm going to break down some of these old ruins, because I don't really want to repurpose these ruins for my Waystation. I want to build something new, not reuse something old and broken down. And then I'd also like to try to get planting, although it's probably still a little bit too cold. I have a latrine spot with 2 bases in it. Yeah, all I need is 3 shells and it will be complete. Yeah, that would be a wise sort of wood latrine here if I could complete it up. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have it attached to the cabin. And then have, maybe a primitive well. They're not too hard to build. And I obviously live on some rich water stuff. So that'll work. But I am going to want to secure a method of feeding myself after these survival meals are depleted. So we'll work on that. So once I'm done meditating at the table or whatever I'm doing, I'm not even sure, we'll get some deadfall traps. Because if this wolf decides to bite me, well, it's kind of all over. And you can't really see the needs of wild animals. But yeah, it did kill something. What is this? Blood of a squirrel? Fully ate a squirrel. Gotta be careful about that. The other problem that I'm going to have is I don't really have a method to keep meat at the moment. So I think if I am to hunt wolves, I'm going to want a meat keeping method. Because at present, their meat is likely just to spoil. And that's really not a good, useful way to hunt. Oh, look at that. Not too far off, too. Gifts from Santa, maybe. I can get behind gifts from Santa. Alright, so let's get this door built. This door will be more of a security door. So the concept behind this is we'll have it be deadfall trapped. So let's go to security. And I'll put another door here, actually. And that way we can very easily lure animals that would do us harm into deadfall traps without really risking too much ourselves. Just a basic... oh, you stay away. Oh, I am so uncomfortable right now. I do not like this. At least Yoda's inside. Alright, so if I'm standing here and I aggro it and then I jump inside but this door is open, the wolf will go through the entire set of traps. And then I can reset the traps back up. Here, I can even make this... yeah, that'll work. I can even set these traps back up from safety. You know, not having to step over them. So let's make sure that we don't build roofs over it. That way we're not slowing ourselves down in our construction speed or anything like that. Queue up some of these larger pine to finish up the walls and doors. And then we'll be a little bit better protected against all these canines. I'm glad I have good construction skills and speed. Okay, we are running low on wood. And I also want to do the hygiene stuff. I haven't forgotten about that, so... There's construction 11. And now we are filling out a few of these traps. Now, we probably don't need too many traps per wolf. 1 or 2 traps is going to take down a wolf. But it is sure better to be safe than sorry. Oh, I hear more murder over yonder somewhere. Where was it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Another squirrel dead. As long as there's squirrels, I'm not likely to be the prime target of these wolves, but I do have to be cautious. And here is yet another day. So, question for you all. Where should I build my toilet? Attached to the cabin in its own small room, or an outhouse? Just one or the other. Two simple methodologies, and you can pick which one I go for. Just to speed up the hauling that Winter has to do, I'm just going to keep doing the caravanning. Maybe at some point I have a helpful herd of, or helpful pack of huskies to help me haul things and something like that, or even additional people joining our faction, but don't have that yet. Alright, I am going to do a little bit more caravanning so that I don't have to run down here for any reason. Because he cannot mine, so really all the steel that I get is going to be from breaking down ruins or doing caravanning of what I spawned with. So there's 163 left. Mr. Jackal, thank you for the resub. Welcome to the stream. Okay, that's enough. Have a good night, Mr. Winter. I am used to losing is fun or merciless. So perhaps, yes, this is a little overcompensation, a little hardcore for the difficulty, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So given the region that I'm in, I think a wood-fired generator makes a whole lot of sense because there is really just a lot of wood. So unless I get a toxic fallout that lasts for a long time, which is possible. I do have vanilla expanded events, so it's possible that I get some sort of horrific expanded event that lasts a long time, but let's not plan on that. Let's hope that that does not happen. So, yeah. We should start getting our hygiene up, and then see about maybe trying to make things cozier, if possible. Like a fireplace would be great. There's multiple ways to heat up now. I have multiple mods that cover temperatures, so we should be able to get it nice and cozy. And then I'm going to ask you about prioritized projects once I'm done covering my hygiene. I think quite likely my needs for food should be addressed, but there's other things that might come as a higher priority as well. Food, security, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm going to say outhouse by tiny margin. So here's what I'm going to do. We are going to set up a... Let's see. Okay, it's not technically sewage yet, because it didn't get real nasty. We might need a... I don't know if I have my settings on for litter boxes. Let me check. Pet thirst, pet bladders. Okay, no, we don't have need for litter boxes. So let's go with a primitive wooden well. We'll put that here. And a latrine. And this will be its own small structure. Now these are pretty adjacent to one another, which means fire can spread, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We're still very deep into the basic survival. I'm going to put a little sink basin. And that's it. Not hot water yet. So next priority. Here's some 4 basic options. Trustin, thank you for gifting out subs to the community. I am looking forward to playing with you in just a few days, doing a multiplayer series. So what do you think we should do? Should we get refrigeration and a kitchen, set up farming, expand guest housing so that guests or future recruits can join us, or something that you viewers come up with, a viewer submitted idea. And this will take place after setting up a latrine. All right, Winter. I know you want to have fun, but daylight's burning as it will. Okay, let's go for the tall pines. And make sure that I'm not actually... Okay, so I'm not building on fertile tile, but I'm just adjacent to it. Got it. There goes an ibex doe. No water capacity. Yeah. All right. More wood. Nope, I don't need to cut a bush. This will be when we finally have the ability to have some basic plumbing. It's been a while since I've used this. There goes another doe. My guess is if I have some farming, I'm going to need to protect it from the wildlife. I don't think that there's going to be necessarily a whole lot to eat here. So unless I want the wildlife to constantly munch on my food, fences probably are in order at the very least. And we have a visitor. I'm going to assure safety. Hello, visitor. So, just a little reminder here. Oh, God. Assure safety and he spawns next to a cougar? That doesn't seem good. Just a little reminder there that we have the precept of charity is essential. So, rejecting people seeking safety is really not something that we're even allowed to do. So, host the guest and set up a farm. All right. Amkas from Lero people. I will do my best. And you'll be my guest. You get to sleep cuddled up next to Yoda, I think. Not very many people get that privilege. He's going to review about me? Oh, I bet he will. But I am inspired to trade with him, so I don't know. Maybe not. I really don't know. Uh-oh, he's sleeping on the floor, though. That's a bad start. I'm going to keep these beds free. I'm not making money this way. We are charitable. We're not making our money that way. We can trade with them, but we're not going to charge them for rooms. All right, let's take a look. What we could do here is set up a wood fence or wood gate in this spot with like a wood wall, and then start to fence off the rest of this area. It's gonna be a little tricky to fence near the water, but we'll make it happen. Wow, Optimus Kind Jogger, could you just join me, man? Because, like, yes, please. With some mending kits and silver. I like this guy. Hey, Bogus Bite. Thank you for the tip. Cheers to you. Happy holidays. Yeah, I could do a fence and bridge setup, Andrew. Definitely. It'd be very expensive wood-wise. One of the advantages of fences is they're dirt cheap. They're 1 wood per fence, right? And then as soon as you add bridges, they're like 13 per tile. And yeah, we definitely have wolves at the gate here. I'm not a fan of these wolves lurking. But as long as Yoda's indoors and protected, I feel okay. I don't want to lose little Yoda here. My little colony's Yorkie. He's too cute. Too cute to lose. You love the premise of this series? Thank you. Let's hope it doesn't end in, you know, hellfire. Like it's about to. So movement speed of this wolf is 5. I'm not outrunning it. My best bet is to get help from Amcus, who is going to sleep and not help me, I think. Okay, the door's closed. And now I'm going to stand here, offering myself up as a target. I'm going to start tending myself without medicine. I knew it was going to happen. Oh, and it went after a rat, so it's not coming after me for a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and patch myself up, clean myself off, and hold a grudge from now until the ends of time. Madsy, thank you for all the gifted subs, by the way. Oh, whoops. Yep, I accidentally, well, not accidentally, we do have a little bit of proselytism is built into our ideology, and I might have proselytized my dear friend here. One thing that I haven't done yet is work priorities. So I'm setting that up now. So while I prep for the farm, I think the best thing to do is cut down the trees that are in the way of the farm. So let me go to this overlay here and just set all plants in this area to be cut down. And then I will micromanage which ones get cut based upon their yield. All right, Mako, I'll catch you in the YouTube comments. No problem at all. I think just to keep things cheap and simple, and also the likelihood that I'm not going to use all of the fertile soil, at least not immediately, I'm just going to build the fence sort of crudely like this. We can throw some gates in. And there we have some basic layout setup. What are my needs? Okay. I'm still good to cut down some trees. So let's find some of these higher yield trees. And get this fence underway. How are you doing? Your needs are fine. But you're a cannibal. Oh. Well, I sure hope that if I do end up adding you, you kind jogger... what was your other positive trait? Optimist? That I convert you away from your your tunneling cannibalism. Because that is not the way of Santanism. I'm going to be careful about how I say that. That was, by the way, very much by design. Yeah, we're Santanists. Not to be confused with Satanists. They're very different. Alright, unfortunately I don't really have a lot of time to entertain my guest here, but maybe he'll come back when I am more capable of entertaining him and he'll enjoy his stay. He won't review bomb me. I don't need to haul the wood all the way off these, just enough that we can build. And a mad hare. That's going to be a lot easier to deal with than the wolf, I think, I hope. Alright, here it is. Yeah, I love the hygiene mod as well. I think it's a terrific addition. Okay, where is the hare? Why is it going south? Okay. Didn't expect that. It'll be in view soon, so I'll stand at the southern... Here it is. And my shooting skill is absolutely miserable, but we hit it. All right, I'm going to go tend to it without medicine. I don't really have a method to eat hair or keep their meat chilled, so instead of just killing it where I really don't have a use for it, I'll heal it up. Get my medicine skill up. And that's just sort of the kind thing to do. Alright, where are these wolves? Let me mark them down. So we've got a cougar way south. I don't think will be a problem. We have a cougar west, southwest. A grizzly bear northeast, relatively close. A bit of a danger, that. And then a wolf west of us, a high danger, because it's, I believe, the one that attacked us. And a warg in the northeast that has been warging out on some ibex. So, plenty of food sources for that warg. Okay. Oh, wow. Amicus, your certainty about your, you hate me, because I'm trying to convert you. But your certainty about your ideology is dropping very, very quickly. I think you will see the ways of Santanism soon. I hope. Also, for real, how long is your stay? Suppose it doesn't tell you. So, we'll see. We'll see how long you stick around. Merry Christmas to you too, Tangier. Welcome. Pleasure to have you here. I hope it's going well for you today. Alright, so he's mostly been eating his own food. He has a little bit of pemmican left. I don't have a restaurant or anything like that, so I wouldn't really be able to feed him all that effectively anyway. Oh, and there was some friendly words. You expressed good things about my face. Oh, well, thank you. I happen to like my face. It's the only face I've got. I'm not like that Stark girl that has many faces. Are you coming back? I don't know if it's coming back. Yeah, I do hope to have continental breakfasts available at some point. Is this enclosed? I guess the best way to tell is a pen marker, and it seems to be. Obviously, if I have penned up animals, I'm not going to want to pen them up with my farm, because they'll just eat my crop, and that's not going to be good for me in the long run. But let's go ahead and start farming, because that's what you voted on, and you get what you pay for. There might also be some more fertile tiles underneath the flagstone that has been constructed here. So I'm going to finish the deconstruct orders, and then we'll put down some rice. So rice is the quickest crop in fertile soil to grow. So it's a lot of effort, but that's not terrible because winter here has a passion in growing. So when you have a passion in plants, you don't mind tending to rice paddies continually. Oh. That hare, just not meant to be. Wandered right into our trap. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is put this hare into the dumping stockpile, and then right before it rots, perhaps butcher it. Yoda could eat the raw meat. So, of course, the diets of Yorkies here: raw meat, corpses, seeds, animal products, meals, kibble, food, liquor, etc. Ambius, I really don't feel comfortable with you standing on deadfall traps. They're not exactly for guests. That is staff only, please. I don't need to be cleaning you up and shipping the corpse of you back to Lero people. Although they're cannibals, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would appreciate. Who knows? We also have a wild man just wandered in. Biaka. Careful shooter, night owl, slob. So slob is something introduced by Dub's Bad Hygiene, and he will only wash when he absolutely needs to. He is a member of the Outlaw Creed, which is a raider ideology. And my guest here, his stay was okay. So he's leaving. Is Yoda safe in the fenced-in area from wild animals? No. He could still be wolf food in the fenced-in area. If it was walled off, yes, but it's predators can cross fences, whereas farm animals cannot. If I had some automated turrets, I would be feeling a little bit safer putting them out to pasture, but I don't. When will I do the giveaway? I'm going to do the giveaway once I'm not streaming, because it takes me a few hours to do. It's labor intensive, so tonight. So everybody is opening the presents this morning, or I don't know what time zone you're in, but once I'm done, wrapped up, I will run that giveaway. That way everybody in this stream here can have a chance to enroll if they wish. So what is my next priority? I could work on food security, work on research, work on comfort, viewer submitted ideas. It'll be up to you. What do you think of those options? Ambers, by the way, I thank you for the resub. Thank you. So, what do these options mean, if you're wondering? Working on food security would be a kitchen, a butchery, some method of keeping the food from spoiling. Now that I'm starting to sow the farm here. Let's put a torch here so I can see what I'm doing. It'll help us cut trees a little faster as well. Working on research, that one's pretty straightforward. In terms of the research tree, I have no idea what we would research, but there is a whole lot of options. Working on comfort would mean better guest rooms. In fact, this bed is more comfortable than even the bed I'm in, so it doesn't make sense not to use it. Oh, hold on one second. Hey, Echo Wolf, I have a surprise for you if I can call her in. I have what looks to be a wolf named Echo, which is just, that name is perfect. Hold on one second. She doesn't hang out with me, but if she... Oh, well, here's one of them. This one's Tusk. Come here, Tusky. Echo is elusive. She's much harder to have show up. If I yell her name and pair it with the TREATS word, I have a better chance to have her show up. But yeah. Hi, Tusky. You want to lick my hand? Echo's mama's girl? Yeah, it's certainly not my daughter. Echo, come on. I don't think it's happening. So the grow seasons here, if you're wondering. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Come on up. Here we go. Here's Echo Wolf. There. The very rare Echo occurrence. The mod that allows guest beds is called Hospitality. It allows you to host guests and gives you a chance to recruit them and make money from them if you pair it with gastronomy, which allows you to have restaurants. You're hanging out too. That's very sweet. So this is my dog Echo, and I saw your name was Echo Wolf, and she is very wolf looking. She's a very good girl. She wants more peanuts. What kind of dogs are the bigger two? They're Finnish sled dogs. They're a breed called Tamaskin. They're I used to live in a cold climate where I actually did bike jour with them. Bike jouring is when you, instead of a sleigh or a sledge, you use a bike. And I guess, yeah. I never ski joured with them because I didn't have the right kind of skis, but I would have done it. A crop farmer from Butlatriti visiting the colony. His name is Penguin. A creepy breathing germaphobe who is jealous. Oh, well, I will not be trying to add you unless you ask to join. And you guys want me to work on food security. All right, so let me update that. So crops and build a kitchen. Oh, he's staying with me. Okay. He likes my Anglican-style surroundings. Oh, what kind of ideology do you have? Collectivism, who believes in an all-powerful God of Christian origin? Ah, you're like a Christian cousin, then. So, I'm going to finish up the sowing of the rice, but let's think about a kitchen. So, looking at the layout, I think what I want to do is build a kitchen here, and then like a restaurant here for when I have more people. It does mean that I have to do a whole lot of demolition, but I'm Demolition Man. I survived the corporate wars, and I'm a supporter of the Taco Bell. So here we go. Whole lot of demolition. So Tusk is also Tamaskin. She's just a long-coated, which is kind of recessive, non-desired gene in the breed. But she is the superior sled dog by like long shot. Echo doesn't care much about sledding or pulling or anything like that. Tusk is amazing at it. Oh, and more puppy treats. You got it. Here you go. One for you. One for you. Thank you for tuning in to Winter's Waystation, which originally streamed live on Twitch Christmas. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to everybody who was so unbelievably generous during this stream. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon. Farewell.